as you know, I have started my career as a social worker, and from
Okay.
1999, I am in this social field, and with work in slums and every area, I've been working a lot for the people of this region, for the poor people of this region, and while working, I started my interest in politics. Then in 2007, I contested as an independent corporator. Then after in 2012 also, I have contested as an independent. In 2014, I joined BJP. In 2016, I was MLC. I was elected MLC, a member of legislative council from Bandara and Bundia constituency. And after my work of nearly 3 years, the party, Bharatiya Janata Party and its leaders had decided to upgrade me and make me minister. This was my short journey from a corporator, from a normal social worker to a minister.
It must have been a very tough situation because you have fought independent and against the big stalwarts. So how you manage, from that background up to here, it must have been a kind of a journey which needs people to understand.
No, you know that freedom or liberty is the exceller, means Amrut, which belongs to democracy. And to be
Wow.
free is to experiment and explore. And that's why I started everything with an experiment and to explore things and explore myself. That's why from the time I entered politics, I had been contesting against powerful people only, from
Okay.
powerful parties. Made be my first election in 2007, made be my second election as a corporator in 2012, made be metropolitan area planning committee elections in 2009, or made be in 2016 when I contested against most stalwart people from Gondi and Bandara side, and their Bharatiya Janata Party was with a very thin margin, and I won that election. In that election, total out of 400 votes, 100 only 100 votes were there of BJP, and 300 votes were of Congress and NCP. Still, I won the election, and from the time I have been in politics. I had been contesting tough elections only. In 2019, I had contested against Nana Patoleji, who is now party Maharashtra State MPC, Pradesh Congress Committee chief.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
all my elections have been tough, and I've contested against means heavyweight people only, heavyweight
So,
politicians.
so I can say you love the tough challenges, not an easy one. So you love the
No,
tough
no,
challenges, and
yes,
challenges are coming right now towards your side. I know that. Uh, uh, but your background was from Congress. Then when and why you have decided to join BJP?
See, my grandfather was a freedom fighter and
Okay.
very close ally of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. Then
Oh,
after because of his legacy, my father was also a congressman. He also worked as a Zilla Parishad member, and he worked actively with Dr. Shikan Jichkar in Congress party. And at that time, before 1980, there was Bharatiya Janata Party was not there. Only Congress party was there. After when I came in politics, or when I thought of coming in politics, I was very closely associated with Devendraji Fadnavis. He was
okay.
our MLA from 1992. He first contested corporation election from our area. From that time only, I was very impressed by the with him, or uh, by his work and by his style of working. And then later on, when in 1999 he contested uh, MLA elections, I supported him, and I tried to work like him. Uh, then after that, I had my close relations and close connection with Nitinji Gadkari. I have seen him working as a PWD minister in state, and I was also very impressed by both of them. That inspiration and motivations comes from live role models, and they are our real heroes. And Devendraji Fadnavis and Nitinji Gadkari are heroes for this new generation politicians and youth from all over the country. But for me, also they are heroes. They were heroes, and by seeing their work and their style of handling people, I was very impressed with both of them, and I thought of joining BJP. And I joined
Okay.
BJP, and due to them, I am now doing good, as I think.
Okay, okay. Due to these two, you say they are the heroes for your journey. They are
Yes.
with them, with their inspiration, you have come to join the BJP. But what is the basic you think is the a kind of a point where you have been attracted towards BJP? Yes, these two peoples are making a strong impact on you, but what do you think is the that because it must have been a difficult to change the channel from Congress party to go to the BJP, because your background is from Congress.
Yes, my background is definitely from Congress, but I was never associated with Congress.
Okay.
Uh, but the way BJP work, the working style of BJP, there is a lot of difference between working of Congress and working of BJP. Congress is very monotonous, and BJP is open for all. Congress is limited for some families only, or everywhere. It is a family-based party, and BJP is open for all. May it be rich or poor, may it be from any caste, may it be from any means everything. Everyone is accepted and established here. And the working style of you have seen Mr. Narendra Ji Modi working style of Narendra Ji Modi, Shri Nitin Ji Gadkari, Shri Devendra Fadnavis, all BJP. Maximum means many leaders of BJP working style of BJP is excellent as compared to any other party. So that was also a motivational force behind that.
Okay. Now coming to our constitution, the elections, that is Nagar Panchayat elections, and BJP has done very good at Gondia constituency, but it fails to in some way replicate in the same manner in Bhandara constituency. What do you think the reasons are?
See, it's Bhandara district and Gondia district. If you compare
Yeah.
in both the district, there were a total six Nagar Panchayat, three in Bhandara district and three in Gondia district. In
Okay.
Gondia, we have that Arjuni Morgaon, Devri, and Sadak Arjuni. Out of three, we had absolute majority in two, that is Arjuni Morgaon and Devri. Same in Nagar Panchayat in Bhandara district, we have Mohadi, Lakhandur, and Lakni. In Mohadi Nagar Panchayat and Lakhandur Nagar Panchayat, we have absolute majority there, and we won one-sided there. Only in Lakni, we are short of some votes, and that also we have with independent, we will form government in Lakni. I think your question is about Nagar Panchayat and Zilla Parishad.
Yeah,
In
yeah, both.
Gondia Zilla Parishad elections, local body election, we out of 53 we won 26 seats, and we will form the government in Gondia. In Bhandara also we tried to work, but because due to some political reasons, or I don't means whatever we are working on it, that why we failed in Zilla Parishad. But our performance as compared to last elections was equally good. Last time we were 10 Zilla Parishad member, now we have 12. So that was only, but we didn't perform that well that as was expected. But we maintained our performance.
So you are saying that you have
But
enhanced your performance.
I tell you, and I want to tell the viewers also, that in Bhandara Zilla Parishad also BJP will form the government.
So for our viewers, this man is very confident that on Bhandara, the BJP will form the government, and in coming days, it will become clear to us. Now coming back to Nagpur. Now the NMC elections are going to happen, and very soon it will happen. What are the chances of BJP in the coming NMC elections, and how do you put your roadmap on that elections particularly? Because a lot of efforts have been developed to reorganize and reshape the entire constituency in different zones and different blocks. So what are your chances?
See, 100% chances of there that BJP will again form the government in Nagpur Municipal Corporation, because from last 7 years, the people in Nagpur, living in Nagpur, have seen the change in Nagpur. From last 15 years, they have seen the change in the development of the city. Small issues like 24 by 7 water supply scheme, 100% street light to each part of the city, uh, 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 garbage management system, and everything what the civic needs of the city have been addressed properly by Nagpur Municipal Corporation and BJP run Nagpur Municipal Corporation. And from last 15 years, we have given excellent mayor to the city, good working mayors to the city. There are many good corporators who had been working sincerely for the upliftment of their area. And because of all this, and because of the development of the city, the what we can say that the city has changed a lot because of the development done by Honorable Nitinji Gadkari sir and Honorable Devendraji Fadnavis. And that's why the people have hope in BJP. The people think better of BJP. As a also, the governance style of BJP, people have seen both the governance. In people of Nagpur have seen Congress rule also, and against that of BJP rule also. And that's why they know that who are working for the people, which party is connected to the people, and which party is working for the upliftment of the poor and upliftment of the slums. That's why, because of these two leaders and because of our mayors and all, and what the BJP corporations worked and done good for the city, 100% I'm definitely sure that people of Nagpur will 100% vote for BJP. And now also we will perform as good as we have performed in last election.
Okay. Now, coming back to your ministry questions, that's you were forest minister during 2019 for Bandara and Gondia constituency and for the development of the forest and all other aspects of the forest. You must have chalked out certain plans for the what happens to those plans, whether still it is being implemented or not.
See, in 2019, when I was minister, I have planned
Okay,
for the development of NNTR region, that is Navagaon Nagzira Tiger Range, and it
okay,
comes under my constituency, Gondia and Bandara district. And it is a good forest which could have been developed properly, as like of Tadoba, as or Karmazari or Kana. And I had
exactly.
worked hard for it, and I had planned a proper. I have planned for also it. We have made a DPR also for it. We had
What are those plans? What are those plans?
first of all, we have development of that forest. I have
Okay,
sanctioned to release 5 tigers in that region, so the number of
okay.
tigers would be more in that region, so that the tigers will attract tourists from all over the world. And by that, the economic, due to this tourism, due to the forest, the economy of the nearby areas, nearby villages would develop. And we have contacted, we have means joint venture with come together with Airbnb also for development of the villages next to the forest. And we have done a lot of things. I have sanctioned nearly 100 crores for that project. But when we couldn't come in power in Maharashtra after that 2019 elections. So all the plans are slow, due to whatever the reasons, due to the change of the government, due to Corona, and due to everything. All the plans have been stopped, and this government is not willing to work for the development of backward regions of Vidarbha, that is Gondia, Bandara, Gadchiroli, all the regions. So now there are proper there are a lot of problems with this government or this working of the government. So I have planned that whenever
So,
we
sir,
come.
sorry to interfere you. Why they are not working on these plans? If they can do, why they are not working? Is there their inability to execute? or their deliberate way of avoiding your plans?
Maybe both of them. Maybe that if they know that the plans which I have planned and that are implemented, then the credit they think they must be thinking that the credit would go to me or my party. But I think the basic intention of every politician or every party should be upliftment of backward areas, upliftment of the poor people, and that region also. But they are not thinking that way, and I can't control their way of thinking.
Yes, you can't control their way of thinking. That is rightly said. But we are very much support of doing some good works for the Vidarbh and their development. And hopefully, with your plans, if Bhandara and Gondia constituency can raise to a tiger project and they can attract the tourists all around the globe, then who knows, we can develop ourselves also. Uh, my final questions to you. Now, this is especially for the people who are very poor, but they are very much educated and very much eager to come to join the politics, but they have the very poor financial backgrounds. Now, to your view, and I want you to elaborate it a little bit. So, from your view, how these people who are from poor financial backgrounds, they can enter the clean politics. I must emphasize it, the clean politics, and become MLAs or MLCs like you.
See, Swami Vivekananda and Abdul Kalam
Yeah,
stress for the need to believe in ourselves and evolve as a self-reliant and unique. That is Atmanirbhar. You should be Atmanirbhar. If you want to evolve in anything, you should be Atmanirbhar, self-reliant. And in politics, as you said, that clean and unclean, there is no such thing as clean or unclean thing. Politics is, as you know, that every coin has two sides.
yeah,
Every aspect of life has two sides, and all profession has good and bad people in them. So, due to some movies picturizing politician as villains or bad people or corrupt people, and the perception of people or the youth is due to of these movies and films, perception of the people is changing towards politician, and they think that the politician, whoever enters politics or whoever is successful in politics, has been successful because of some bad works or corrupt practices, or they are in politics only for corruption. That is not the way. I have been politics from last 20 years, 15 years, and I have seen good politicians also. You must have also seen. I have seen working. You must have seen working of Narendra Ji Modi. He is 100% non-corrupt. You have seen Nitin Ji Gadkari. We have seen Devendra Ji Fadnavis working, and I think most of the people don't work for self; they work for the people. And in politics, if you have the fire in you, if you have the intention to help people, if you have the uh, belief that you can afflict the poor and make a proper living for them, or make a society uh, for them, then definitely you can work in politics and you can grow in politics. And if anyone thinks that politics is type of business and they have come here to earn something, earn money, then it is a wrong way of thinking. If you are internally, if you think for the people, internally if you think for upliftment of the poor, internally if you think by heart, if you think uh, of making good or changing the society, then you should be in politics, otherwise you should not be in politics. And the question you have asked me, that can a poor politician, or can a person, or can a youth
poor,
of poor background
yeah,
can become ML or MLC? If you see the whole country and the politicians in the country, 90% of them or 80% of them are from poor background only. If we have a big example in front of us, Narendra Modi ji, he used to sell tea at the railway station. Every politician, Yogi ji, Nitin ji Gadkari, everyone. are from poor background only, but only the will to serve the people, only the inspiration to help the people will make you bigger in politics, and that should be your main intention in politics. Then only you can grow. And why MLA, MLC? We have seen that people from poor background were ministers, chief ministers, prime ministers. We have seen this. This country has seen a lot of people.
No, sir. Why I have asked these questions? Because nowadays the elections are, even in the gram panchayat or in any level, the elections are now becoming very costly affair. Right now it's becoming costly affair. That's why I've asked these questions. And I want to ask you, with your permission, that you are now a role model for the upcoming youth. What advice, what suggestion you will give to your followers, or your upcoming politicians, or the upcoming people?
What I have told you earlier, that
Okay.
if you really want to serve the people, and if you really want to uplift the society, then only join politics. And means what Gandhi used to say, be the change you want to see in the society. So first change yourself and try to change the society. And I think that good people, good youth should join politics. The more number of good people join politics, the more good the politics would be. That's my message to all. And still,
Okay. So with that, we come to the conclusions of our Transcontinental Times 360-degree live show. Dr. Saab, we are very, very thankful to you for your precious time sharing with us. And hopefully, in the coming days and with coming elections, we will again join with you. Yes, sir. Yes.
I have read a poem that I would like to means because
Yes, sir.
of my further political plans. Every viewers must be,
Yes, yes.
but I only want to say that the woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep, and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep.
Before.
And that's my message to all the viewers and whoever is connected to me, and that I would be working more harder for the upliftment of the society. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.